Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about my shopping experience with Testerkorea. I shop with Testerkorea quite often, and quite often they are annoying to deal with, so I thought I would talk about my latest experience today. I find Testerkorea aesthetically pleasing as a website and pretty easy to navigate. I find it easy to sort through the items. You can sort by brand or by item type. I find it easy to create a login, add items to my cart and check out. I do, however, wish that you could estimate the shipping before you got to the end of the checkout. Testerkorea offers worldwide shipping and payment via PayPal, which is my preference. Testerkorea's shipping price is through weight, but it's pretty inexpensive. For most items, it does end up being a fairly inexpensive way to shop, which is why I keep coming back to them. So in this case, I put one of the Peripera Cloud Ink Velvets from Testerkorea in my shopping cart, which equaled $7.01 in US dollars. The shipping came to $3.94 with a total of $10.95. Through Rose Shop, the product price was $6.12, but their shipping was $5.03, making a total of $11.15. I also shop through Jolse quite often. Their product price was $8.48. They do offer free shipping, but I always get a tracking number, which is $2.50, making a total of $10.98. So for the price comparison, Testerkorea does beat Rose Shop and Jolse, but only by 3 cents. So I ended up purchasing the entire Peripera Cloud Velvet range from Testerkorea, as well as 2 of the Peripera Velvet cheek blushes. But originally in my cart, I also had a Peripera eyeshadow quad as well as a Laneige cushion, which was a Christmas present for my sister-in-law. I made my purchase on the 25th of November, so giving Testerkorea a month to get everything to me in time for Christmas seemed like a safe bet. On their frequently asked questions, Testerkorea state that it should take 3 to 7 working days to ship your products. So even taking that into consideration, I should have received my products on time for Christmas. But I did not, because there were constant delays. What frustrates me about Testerkorea is that they never mark items as out of stock, and they don't seem to hold that much of the stock in their actual warehouses. They rely on ordering them and then having them shipped to the warehouse and then shipping them out to you, which can create a really long processing time. I shopped with Testerkorea 7 times in 2017, and for me their average shipping time was 7 days. Some of them were shipped within 2 to 3 days, and some of them took 2 weeks to ship to me, so there was a nice average of 7 days. For me, it feels like every single order that I have with Testerkorea is delayed in some way, and it's just so frustrating. So for example, for this one, like I said before, the Peripera quad was out of stock, so they emailed me after I emailed them, chasing them up after 7 days to ask why my package hadn't shipped yet, and then they told me that it was out of stock and they weren't going to be getting more stock in. So why did they not tell me that to start with? Why do I have to email them to ask them about it? So they refunded me for the quad, and then like a whole business day later, I know it's not very much time, but still, they still hadn't shipped my package, so I emailed them and asked them what the ETA for actually shipping the package was, because it was getting to the point where like the products were not going to make it to me on time if they didn't ship it that day. And then they told me that the Laneige cushion was out of stock. This was on a Wednesday. They wouldn't be getting the stock until the Friday, and then they weren't going to ship it until the Monday. The Monday before Christmas, that they were going to ship the products, which is unacceptable. It frustrates me that they knew that the Laneige cushion was out of stock at the time that they knew that the Peripera quad was out of stock, and they didn't tell me, and they didn't just refund me in one go. I don't understand why they didn't tell me that the cushion was out of stock, because I also had told them that it was a Christmas present, so I needed it to be shipped as quickly as possible after those first 7 days had already passed. Like, why would you keep that secret from your customer? It just ends up with bad experiences. So they gave me the option of waiting for the cushion to come into stock and being sent to me with the order, or just having a refund. And since it wasn't going to get here in time for Christmas, I chose to accept the refund, and I just had to buy her something else that I could actually get in New Zealand. But if they had told me earlier that the cushion was going to be out of stock and refunded me, I could have gotten it from a New Zealand retailer. And that's the really frustrating part. Like, just don't get it. It's so annoying. This is my package from Testerkorea. It took a very long time to get here, but it is finally here. Testerkorea is a little bit different because they package their items in this sort of like plastic cardboard. It's really weird, it's quite stiff, and I don't think it's recyclable, which is a little bit annoying. For the customs declaration, they have fancy goods at the value of $20 US, and I'll show you guys what is in the box in a little bit, so you can see what I actually bought. So on the inside of the box, sorry about these, they don't really stay down. You have some of the products on top. Some of them are bubble wrapped and some are not. And there is just a little layer of bubble wrap down the bottom for nothing. So these are all of the items that I purchased and some free samples, and I'll tell you why I got free samples from them a little bit later. Generally with Testerkorea, if the products come in boxes, they don't bubble wrap them. If they don't come in boxes, they do. Everything that I bought from Testerkorea this time was from Peripera. So I have 2 of the Velvet Watercolour blushes, and then I have all 5 of the Cloud Ink Velvet tints as well. By the time the store review is up, there will be reviews to both of these already, I would think. But obviously this is my first time seeing them. I keep coming back to Testerkorea because they do have some really good prices, and it usually takes about 2 weeks for the items from once they're shipped to actually get to New Zealand, which isn't a bad time. But it seems like every single time I order with them, something goes wrong. And it's starting to get to the point where it's not fun anymore, and I would rather pay a little bit extra and actually get my items on time. I will still probably shop with them in the future, but I don't know if I would recommend it if you guys don't have the patience. So that is my opinion on Testerkorea. I used to love them, but pretty much in 2017, because so many of my orders were delayed, I'm starting to love them a lot less. So if you're wanting something cheap, Testerkorea is great. If you're wanting something now, Testerkorea is not great. I hope that helped you guys with your decisions on where you should shop, and I will be back another 2 weeks for another store review. I hope you guys are enjoying the store review series. If you would like anything specific to be said about the stores, then do let me know and I'll include them in future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time. Bye!